Hey Freedom Lovers, this is Dr. Peterson Pierre with America's Frontline Doctors bringing you today's Daily Dose. So in November of last year, the Washington Post reported that the Department of Health and Human Services cut off 7 federal grants worth millions of dollars to the American Academy of Pediatrics. It's about time. The AAP represents about 67,000 pediatricians and has enormous influence over what doctors say, what schools require, and what states mandate. It's also one of the most politically captured medical organizations in America. Predictably, of course, legacy media rushed to frame the move as petty retaliation. They're claiming RFK Jr. pulled funding because the AAP criticized him. Not likely. That's not even close to the truth. We know that because AFLDS launched a petition months ago to defund the AAP. See, during COVID, the AAP backed school closures, celebrated forced masking of toddlers, and pushed mRNA shots on children who were never at any meaningful risk. As we know, none of it was grounded in science. When myocarditis and pericarditis started appearing in young people in 2021, the AAP joined federal agencies in dismissing the danger, insisting the risks were extremely rare and that COVID posed a greater threat to children's hearts than the shots themselves. It was false and they knew it. When the CDC recently pulled its recommendation for COVID shots in healthy kids, the AAP broke from the CDC for the first time in 30 years, doubling down on recommending experimental vaccines for children at statistically near zero risk of severe illness or death. Democrat-led states are now citing those recommendations to keep pushing the shots on healthy kids. That's not bad enough. The AAP didn't stop there. It sued HHS and RFK Jr. in federal court for withdrawing the recommendation, arguing the move violated federal law. The lawsuit even seeks to dismantle and rebuild the CDC's vaccine advisory panel under court supervision. Because when the science no longer cooperates, the AAP tries to control the scientists. Which is why it's unsurprising that the AAP issued a policy statement in July calling for the elimination of all non-medical vaccine exemptions. In plain English, a medical trade group decided that parents, faith, and conscience no longer count. And that, my friends, is what we call medical tyranny. So is the AAP's continued support for puberty blockers, cross-sex hormones, and irreversible surgeries on minors, despite mounting evidence from around the world, the organization still claims these medical mutilation interventions are reversible. The AAP likes to portray itself as an objective medical authority, but its finances, they tell a different story. It takes significant funding from pharmaceutical companies. For instance, in 2021, Pfizer gave the AAP $200,000 to help improve patient compliance. And yet the organization received $18.4 million in federal grants this year and $35 million in taxpayer funds the year before, according to IRS filings. That's exactly why the AFLDS petitioned to defund it, and it's why taxpayers should not be forced to bankroll it. If the AAP wants to push its agenda, let it beg for donations. But American families should not be compelled to pay for an institution that has done so much damage to their children. Ladies and gentlemen, only the truth will set you free. Stay tuned for the next Daily Dose.